Yo, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Hostility Live. Today, we are going to play Subnautica. It's going to be part 6 in the series. Got my new webcam this morning. It was on my doorstep before I woke up, which I slept like 12 hours, but I got up at 7:30 this morning. I went to bed early last night. I was exhausted. I think my girlfriend gave me coronavirus or something. Maybe mono. Just kidding. She's over there at work. She works from home. And so that right there. Let's see here if we can get it so it's not. It is the new Logitech Brio. It says 4K Pro webcam on the box itself. But investigating it, because I always buy my stuff from Best Buy, just in case you want to sponsor me. I always buy my stuff from Best Buy because they price match, and they have really good deals on most stuff. Well, on everything that they have, really, but they don't have everything. So, I mean, if you want a specific device or brand name or something, you may have to go to, Newegg or something like that. But Best Buy, man, I'm telling you, they really hook you up. So this webcam, it is the commercial version is called the Brio. This is for home use. It's the same exact thing. That's what I found out in the research. And so it comes in the exact same box, except for the brown box on the inside. It says Brio on it. That's the only difference. But, I watched videos on it because, this is all that Best Buy had. This is the 4K Pro webcam. I'm like, yeah, but I want the Brio. Same thing. So, if you're looking for the Brio, go to bestbuy.com. I got mine for like $243, I think. US dollars. And then I got one of these. Okay. And one of those, that is a $100 wine voucher for nakedwines.com. And so get $100 off any case of wine priced at $160 or more. So I get a $160 case of wine for $60. So 243. I get drunk off of it for almost nothing. So good deal. Okay, let's get right into the action. Again, this is part 6. If you're watching it on stream, or excuse me, on Twitch, we only have part 5, and this will be part 6 on there. But if you go to Hostility Live on YouTube, you can watch like the full everything. All right. We have creature eggs. We have a purple tablet. When we last left off, I believe we were doing the transport, the life pod 12. I think we did one portion of it, and then I got sidetracked. And so we got to go back and finish that. Let's just check this bioreactor over here. Make sure that, okay, it's still full, because we're not using a lot of power for anything. Keep calm. I have that in real life. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you this. So my girlfriend, you know, she's such a supportive lady. She's wonderful. There you go. She went online and captured it for me, and so now I have this in real life. It's me and the Keep Calm Kitty. Pretty freaking cool, huh? Yeah, I have a great lady. She's an artist, and so like she draws stuff, and this is the lion bookmark that she made me. It's pretty nifty, huh? It's got a cool little saying on it. Strength doesn't come from what you can do. Strength comes from overcoming the things you thought you couldn't. Yeah, so she's a philosopher. She's a really cool girlfriend, and she's an artist. So beat that, motherfuckers. And she's cute. And she's giggling over there. She ain't gonna be able to get any damn work done, because I'll be like, yeah, baby, what's up? So, anyhow, alright. Yeah, so I spent a little time getting my new webcam, and I'm wearing a turquoise shirt, and so you know, that's kind of green, so it is kind of disappearing here. Let's see something real quick. Let's come back over here. Let's adjust this just the fuzz. All right, so that's a little annoying that you can see through my shirt, but it's kind of cool too. So you can see like the water on the left-hand side. Well, anyhow, moving on. Okay, so upgrades. What I did offline was I got a hull reinforcement, and I upgraded. We were on module 1, MK1, and so I actually upgraded this twice through this fabricator, the modification station that we just got. So we got this and we got this. Okay, so we upgraded some stuff, you know, so we got that, and we got monsters down there. So now we can go to 900 feet, which is like, or 900 meters, excuse me. So that's going to increase like our likelihood of getting stuff quite a lot, because our crush tip is now 900 where it was 300. Okay, so we're going to go to life pod 12, laser cutter, flashlight. Okay, I think we're set. And so I adjusted, like, okay, so I play a game called Rust, and like when it gets bright out, for instance, it has fog in the game, and so when it gets bright out, I have these lights up here. Okay, so it shines down on me, so you can actually see the shadow now because of my hand, but it's supposed to, you know, get rid of shadows and stuff like that and make my green screen work out better. And so on that game, it gets pretty freaking dark a lot of times, but when it gets bright out, then it just reflects so much, and then, you know, you can't hardly see me because it's so bright. And so I adjusted some of the game a little bit, and some of the contrast, and I kicked on the website, just you know, a white Google search, just to see how that affected things, and it helped out quite a bit. So okay, so oh, we don't want my pod 12, we want that one. I believe. I hope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. Okay. So, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna park in front of this door. Okay, well, we already have one of those. But we're going to research it just so we can get it out of the way. A lot of this stuff, that's nice. It means we don't have to kill any more animals. We can just make our own water from salt and well, from bleach. Make it from bleach. We make it from bleach and salt water. So no animals are harmed. Hello. What's in this room? Closing the door. Okay. Get out the cutter. Probably should have all this already set up. Get 30 seconds. Okay. I think we're going to go over there on that other side because it seems a little more protected. Don't want to get eaten. Okay, let's eat some food. Hurry. So yeah, this game, it gives you the freedom to make your own mistakes and roam around as much as you want to, but it also, keeps you on track. So it's nice. I love this game. You get some adventuring. You're not on like a set path saying, hey, you have to do this, you have to do this, all that monotone silliness that video games often do. Okay. Oh, I went out the other side. Silly me. What the hell is my ship? Oh, god dang. Because I've actually had it so that one of these guys freaking destroy it while I'm... Well, they can't destroy it while I'm not there, but they can push it below the lowest depth that it can go, and they've crushed it, through that. Is that it? Is that all we got here? I mean, that was the modification station, which, we just got in the last episode. But, okay. Nothing else, huh? Oh, yeah. We got the water. It's kind of a big deal. I mean, it'll make stuff while you're out and about exploring. So you don't have to like fabricate, water from the fish. So, all right. Well, let's grab our beacon. Make sure our oxygen is full. Okay. So we are done with this, but there are spots, that are gonna go deeper. And so, we need to locate those still. There's gold mining. That might be titanium. Yeah, fucking fish and all in the sand. But like I said, there are biomes underneath a lot of these. And so you gotta just find the trenches and go deeper. Okay, so that hull fragment, that hull upgrade that I just put on here, keeps me from taking damage from like little bumps and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if that fish would have actually done anything, but like when I hit the ground and cave walls and stuff like that. It'll do damage to my ship. And that whole upgrade really helps out. So lithium. More lithium. And that's where our prawn's gonna come in, our prawn suit. We're gonna drop it off, places like this, and once we get our big, oh shit, once we get our big ship, we can transport stuff. And so we'll transport it over here. We'll farm up this stuff, and it'll be great. No, we don't have to just bust like little scenarios like these. We'll be able to get huge freaking amounts. And that's nice. That's when you like run out of space because you've got so much stuff. But right now it's just like kind of pick a bit at a time until you can, become full. Do that. Okay, so where is home? Home is there. Okay, so we got life pod 13 we gotta do, life pod 19 we have to do. Excuse me. I need to go ahead and jump out and repair my ship just in case. Yeah. Doesn't take much to keep it repaired, and sometimes it can really save you, especially if you are exploring, because there are huge leviathans out here that will just like bite your ship and like almost destroy the damn thing with one bite. So you want to keep it pretty healthy. Now there's another biome over here in this stuff. See, let's hit this and see. Yeah, see. Didn't do any damage there. Okay, overfull, so we can't get that even. We got space though. Yeah, we got some extra space. That's just a Subnautica fragment, but storage. Oh. Full. Storage. Oh. Full. Okay, stupid. Okay, we won't be getting that because we are full. Okay, where's home? Home is where the heart is. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, see, like, you know, this was like life pod 3 or something. 6. Okay, and so it just directed us to this area, which is like the red kelp zone. One of the red kelp zones. And, you know, this is where we got the sea moth and everything. And, you know, that's the thing that we're floating around in right now. And so, you know, it directs us. You know, it shows us where we should be going to find the next thing without actually making us go there. And that's what I like about this game. You know, it points you in the right direction, but it doesn't force you to go there. And the music is pretty cool. I like the music. It's relaxing. You know, like I said, I play a lot of games that are just like, you know, can be stressful, you know, or hypersensitive stuff. Where you're always on edge, you're like tracking somebody down to kill them, or you know, you've got a bunch of stuff and you're trying to get home so that without somebody killing you. I mean, yeah, it's a video game, but it can be stress. And so, you know, you play these games, or I play these games to alleviate, you know, some of that stress and junk. So, you know what, let's go ahead and make some more steel. We will need some eventually. We're gonna need some titanium stuff too. So, alright, so that just saves us a little space instead of putting 10 of those in there. Alright. Gold, copper, lithium. Gold, I mean, not copper, silver. Silver and lithium. And we're full there. So we're going to have to, let's move the gold. Hold on. Let's do something else real quick. Is that there? I don't know if I have lead over here. I do. Okay, so let's grab some of this quartz. Salt away, put a battery away. And these batteries we're going to use later on to make power cells. So I just put that in here. Because our big machine, our final submarine, it's going to take 6 power cells, which are 2 batteries. So, okay. So let me grab some of this. Get the modular builder. Get the modular builder. Come on, damn it. Okay. And let's. Which ways? Okay, we might be able to build this way. We're not going to be able to build this way. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put extra storage on this side. Oh, we have no power. Okay, so hit R. Yeah, our water filtration center. Okay, let's make some more of this. Ta-da! And then we can put some of this stuff that we don't use back in here. So, I mean, it's not really a complaint, but I wish, like, it would stop instead of turning red. Like some games, a lot of games, you know, if you do it slowly enough, it'll push it to the extreme, to the extreme spot. Without you having to like turn it red like it was just doing. Okay, so a lot of this stuff we're not going to use. Very often. Okay, we may eventually, but kick life on us. Put the salt in here too. Okay, but we are going to, you know, eventually we'll use that stuff. We're not, probably never going to use a flare, but you never know. Probably never going to use that cave sulfur anymore. We are going to use those teeth, excuse me, a little bit. Stalker tooths. Teeths. It's a stalker tooth, plural. So it's a stalker tooths. Is that how it works? I know it's teeth, but when it's called a stalker tooth, then it's not a stalker teeth, it's a stalker tooths. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, believe it or not, you know, I'm in college and I do really well with writing. Most of my teachers, my professors and stuff, I'm like, wow, I wish I could write like that. And so just because I don't, sometimes I don't speak it the way I should. Doesn't mean that I am not intelligent enough to know the difference, I guess. And so, yeah, it's funny though. I get a kick out of it, messing with people and whatnot. Okay, probably not gonna use this until we get that going. We have lithium over here, which doesn't belong. So put the lithium back over here. And grab all this gold. And every time, okay, like, I don't know. There's a Christmas classic, um, Rudolph, um, and there's this guy on there, and he's the one that is like trying to kill the Bumble or whatever, and he's a miner, and he's like, well, he's talking about silver and gold, and so whenever I play this game, because I always keep my silver and my gold together, I always think of that stupid guy, that throws his pick up in the air and then licks it to find that there's silver or gold in the area. I don't know why. That's just every time I play this game, that's what I think about is silver and gold from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So anyhow, and now maybe you will too. Take that, you rascally rabbit. Okay, so take my silver and gold, silver and gold. Here. Yeah, maybe I had to post a small video of that, uh, just so that you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, okay. Hey, I will be right back. I need to use facilities. Oh, I am on mute. Thank you. Okay, so I need to get rid of this actually. Save this thing. Yeah, thanks. I got that. I got it afterwards. I see, like my be right back. I accidentally, for some reason, I put an audio capture on it, and I didn't want an audio capture on it, and so I ended up muting it there. Um, and so, um, and so, I muted it so that you wouldn't hear me talking to my lady in the background. Cause like, okay, so I'm a firm believer in like, doing the little things for your lady. You know, I mean, it's like you really need to do big things also once in a while, but it's the little things that you do every day that like grow love. All right. And so like what I do is like I make my lady coffee every morning when she gets up. Every morning. You know, and you know, and it's one of those things that you know, she's probably made her own coffee um less than I can count on one hand, you know. And so um you know, it's just one of those things that you know, I try to take care of my lady. And so when I went up to do my little break thing, I went and made her coffee and patted her on her butt and you know, the little things. So um so you know, I put it on mute so that you guys wouldn't hear me, you know, doing all my non-manly guy things. So anyhow, all right, so silver and gold. Oh man, we're full already. I'm gonna have to make a separate container for silver and gold. Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. You know, and like I said, you know, I'm completely new to this whole streaming thing. You know, I've only been doing it a few weeks, and so I don't pay attention as much as I should to the stream chat. Um, and I really need to get into that habit, and so just one of those things that you know I just have to add into my repertoire. I know there's mods that I can like do um and they will like really catch my attention over here by moving parts and stuff, and they're like, hey, somebody just joined, you know, and then there's sounds and stuff, but I haven't got that far. You know, right now like I'm just let me see if I can bring it up. My Discord at Study Live. Where am I at? Okay. So I've been working on my Discord. Let me bring this over here. And so I've just been working on my Discord. You know, so I've been putting all these little emojis and creating all these channels and stuff, and you know, creating music channels and getting bots and everything. And so I'm actually like, I've got it so that whenever I go live, then you can click on the little thing here and everything. So I'm learning a lot. But there's so much to actually learn and, incorporate into this whole streaming thing. And so, um, my brains get a little mushy sometimes with all the knowledge. Plus, I'm in college, and so it's like, oh, jeez, so much stuff. So much stuff going through my brain, all at once because, I'm learning. Okay, so I'm in school for cybersecurity. All right, and so I'm learning like computer languages and stuff, and I'm learning decryption and encryption and to be honest, it's like whole new languages. And so, okay, so I think we're set. Let's grab some food and then we'll be off and running. Um, and so I'm like learning all these languages and, trying to keep that in my brain housing group, which is the Marine Corps way of saying your brain. Because I am, I'm a Marine. Spent 8 years in the Corps. Excuse me. But that's also why I can like stream as much as I do and stuff because I don't have to work. Oh, hey, welcome to the Discord. And yeah, so it's like I don't necessarily have to work. Um, the military pays for my schooling um and they give me a cost of living allowance because I am a disabled veteran. I blew out both my knees, both my shoulders in the Marine Corps. And so, I mean, if it weren't for these surgeries, I would have been working. I do masonry for a living, which is a pretty tough job. And so it's like I really messed my body up. You know, plus I'm one of those guys. I've done everything on my bucket list. Um, I've lived a life that most people just couldn't fathom. Um, I've jumped out of airplanes and in the military, I jumped out of fast rope down helicopters. You've probably seen that on TV. Um, where you basically just jump out of a helicopter on a rope and you just slide down. And you use your boots as kind of a braking thing, um, where you like overlap your boots. You use the heel of your boot to step on your laces, and that slows you down. Um, and yeah, it's just I skydived, I've hang glided, I have scuba dived, I've water skied, snow skied. When I was a kid. Okay, so you remember when I was telling you that there's other biomes? There's two of each biome. So we are in the complete opposite of where 12 is. Okay, where the other mushroom was. Okay, so here's another mushroom valley. I was telling you in the complete opposite. But anyhow, so stop, rewind, play. Um, um, I've just done everything on my bucket list, and I've done so much, and I just messed up my body to a point where it's like everything just started falling apart all at once. And let's eat some food. Um, my body has just taken such a beating. And like, okay, so like 6 years ago, I got spinal meningitis, was in the hospital for a month, and then home health care. This is what, last part 13? Yeah. Home health care for 3 weeks, doing my own IVs and stuff, which was kind of cool. Yeah, I really have. Let's see here. But when you live a full life, our bodies aren't really meant for that. They really aren't. And so when you beat it up as much as I have, eventually, shit's gonna happen. So yeah, I've had spinal meningitis 6 years ago. 4 years ago, I had left shoulder surgery, where they basically repaired my whole. They rebuilt my shoulder, reattached my bicep, all kinds of stuff. And there should be something around here, I would think. And so I was in California at the time, which was really nice because they really took care of. In California, they really take care of you. They really do. Their labor laws are just intense. They're pretty damn amazing. That might be something that I need right there. Yeah. And so, I actually made a lot of money from, there we go. We got the Cyclops, baby. So now we can build our big ship, which is really freaking cool. And so, like, what was I saying? Oh, okay, so spinal meningitis, left shoulder surgery, took care of me in California. Really good labor laws out there. So then I come back to Ohio because I had one of my most favorite aunts die 5 years ago, and I couldn't make it back because of stuff, because of living life and work and whatnot. And so I missed the funeral. And so I'm like, you know what? I've been the prodigal son for so long. My mom, she's getting older. My dad's in his 70s. My mom's almost 70. I'm like, I really need to spend some time with these guys. I've been the prodigal son for 20 years. I need to just, quit thinking about myself. And oh, you live near there? Yeah, well, I joined the Marine Corps in '93. All right. And so I lived in El Toro, California, which is Irvine, California, which is a suburb of LA, I guess. So it's right in between LA and San Diego. And but anymore it's like everything in between LA and San Diego is a suburb of one or the other. It's just built up so much. So it's almost one big, huge city between LA and San Diego. So I lived in Irvine. It was really cool. And I wanted to go back out there. And so, I had a thing on my bucket list that I wanted to do. And what that was I wanted to go live on the beach. And I wanted to be a beach bum for a few weeks. And so I gave away all my stuff to needy families. And gave my dog away, gave like everything away that I owned, except for my computer, my clothes, my car. And I went and I lived on the shores of California on the beach for 5 weeks. And so I just like met all these cool people and stuff. And eventually I met these people and they're like, well, why don't you just come stay with us until, you can move in with us and And then you can find a job and whatever, and then you can decide on what you want to do then. Okay, because at that time I had made a lot of money, and so I had a pretty fat savings account. Um, and so I just I went and lived on the shores of California to kill my silly little bucket list thing because that's what I do. I knock off bucket list things. So where do you live at? You said you live near there. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, like I lived in, so once I met those people, um I ended up like moving to this place called Porterville, California. I mean, that's where they lived, and so whatever. But which is right beside Bakersfield, California. Okay. And yeah. And so like Bakersfield is like 45-minute drive from Porterville. And so that's where Fluffy is from, the comedian, Gabriel Iglesias. He's from Bakersfield. And so, I worked in Tulare, and um uh, yeah, he's funny, dude. He's so hilarious. And but yeah, so he's like he's from Bakersfield, and so I'm like, yeah, mom, I moved to this place called, because they didn't know what the hell I was doing. They're just like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go spend some time on the beach and hang out and just do life. And yeah, we're not gonna go there. See, she just told us, she's like, no, don't go there. You got big ass shit that's gonna eat your ship. Because I'm just like, I'm gabbing and I'm not like actually doing anything at this point. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so he lives out there, and so I told my mom, I'm like, yeah, I live out by Bakersfield, California. She's like, no way. I was like, what? She's like, we lived there in Bakersfield when you were 1 year old. And I knew we had lived in California. I just didn't know where. And so it was like my life was coming full circle, and it's just, funny how I ended up like doing this stupid thing and like moved to California, met these people, and then like moved to where I used to live, almost basically, I guess. Okay, so there's going to be ship parts over there, and we there's going to be something over there. I don't know what, but there's going to be something that we just left from, but we just got the Cyclops. So we're going to come over here and we're going to figure out what we need for the Cyclops. Um, yeah, and so, I moved to California to basically where I lived at when I was a kid. And we only lived there for a few months, but um, and then we moved to. Well, I lived in 15 different states, so I've lived all over the place. Um, yeah, but anyhow, so I mean, I've went off on so many tangents. Um, but so I had left shoulder surgery, um, spinal meningitis before that, and then when I got back here to Ohio, I ended up having left foot surgery. I had cysts growing on my foot, and so I had those removed December 17th. So it's been 3 years almost exactly. December 18th of 2017. I had left, yeah, I had surgery on my left foot. So then, okay, like I was always a smoker, right? Which, if you know you kids are watching this, stop smoking. It can kill you. If it don't kill you, it can really mess up your life. Um, for me, because I was a runner, I used to run 5Ks, 10Ks, Toys for Tot runs, you know, all kinds of like charity events and stuff. You know, I used to like 24-hour relay races. I used to run, you know, and junk, and so it was just like, um, so we need advanced wiring kit, lead, lubricant, enamel. All right. So, you know, but I started smoking at a very young age, and yeah, I started smoking a long time ago. I was like 9. Um, and I didn't realize it, but you know, it was messing up my body. And you know, people don't realize that, but like like I said, I could run, dude. I didn't realize how good of a runner I was until I joined the Marine Corps. And so it was like, oh, I need, whoa, I need silver and gold. Um, so once I joined the Marine Corps, you know, because I did football, basketball, and I ran track. Oh, did you? Yeah. You know, I mean, the Marine Corps changed my life. I was an asshole before the Marine Corps. I used to beat people up for no reason. It's just, I was just a jerk. I really was, and I'll be the first to admit it. And like my friends would be like, "Yeah, he was a jerk." Yeah, he said I'm fat too. Yeah, but bro, I was 185 pounds until I hit 41 years old. I went into the Marine Corps at 155. I came out 185, just pure muscle. Um, and you know, just a badass. Congratulations, bro. Losing weight is tough. My brother is he's a big dude. All right, so like he when I was in the Marine Corps, um he's like, Roy, I'm a fatty. He's like, help me lose weight. I mean, cuz he was like 250. No, hold on. He was 305. All right. And he's like, Roy, help me. I'm a fatty. I want to get back down to my weight. So I put him on a regimen, you know, and we busted his hump. You know, we ran, we did exercises, we did all this stuff, and and he lost 100 pounds in 1 month. No lie, from this exercise that I had him do, and so I need table coral, copper, and so you know he got back down to 200 mark, you know, and you know that's a pretty good weight for him, you know, and how much space have I got? Okay, um, you know it's pretty good weight for him. You know he looks good at that weight. Um, you know he's not too skinny, not too chunky, and but he's got a shitty eating habit, you know. I mean, it's like when he eats a cookie, it's one bite, you know. And so when you have shit eating habits, then you know, you're never going to keep the weight off. And that's the bottom line. It's like you got to change. You can't just lose weight. You got to change your life. Okay? You have to change how you eat, how you... Yeah, you either starve yourself for the rest of your life because you've picked up these shit eating habits, kind of, or you go back to being a bigger guy, you know, a bigger person. And so that's what had happened to him, you know, as he went back to eating that garbage, you know, and now he's 450 pounds, you know, big dude. And you know, and the guy, man, he's the nicest guy in the world. You know, he would never say anything harmful to anybody about anything. You know, just a really good guy. But man, he's jolly old Santa Claus. He's a big big guy. Like me right now, I'm 270. I'm 6'2", 270. All right. So I mean, you can tell that I've got, you know, chunk on me, but I'm a big guy, you know, and it's like, you know, I've done stuff, you know, where, you know, doing masonry, yeah, big, you know, I'd done masonry, and so that kept me fit for a long time, you know, and like what is up with my what's up with my video? Am I blurry to you? My 4K camera is not. What the hell? So I just got this camera. It's the Brio. But I had something covering it up, so I couldn't see it until until I had, because I had my Discord over top of it. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Yeah, because I got a notification that, you know, somebody joined the Discord. So I hit the Discord, and so how long has it been? How long has it been like blurry like that? Because I know it wasn't there for a long time, but I don't know if bullshit. Wow. You know, and okay, so I just got that thing in the mail today, and it's like super ice cold. And like it was actually waiting outside in, because I'm in Ohio right now. All right, and so it's like fucking 12 degrees out there or something. It's cold, and so stop, rewind, play. It was there before I got up, and I got up at 7:30, and so it had been sitting outside for I don't know how long. Plus, it was sitting, you know, in the guy's truck, the USPC, the post office guy's truck, for however long. And so maybe it just like got room temperature or something. Yeah, so it may have, you know, had some kind of crazy effect, or maybe it was just that I got so much stuff going on that that it went nuts. I don't know. I'm trying to mess with it now, but it's not going back to blurry. Yeah, it's you. So, maybe it was just a temperature change. I finally, I don't know. One thing that I've learned about computers is, you know, they get confused just like we do. You know, something happens, and the next thing you know, it's like, they freak the hell out. They're like, I don't know what you want me to do, you know. So and so they get that dumb look in their face too, I guess. All right, so I need one more piece of gold, and then we're gonna have to go out and get some. We're gonna have to go out and get some more quartz because I just wasted it. I need 2 more quartz to make this thing. Okay, so we have everything that we need except for the enamel glass, which means we need 1 more of that. Okay, so let's put all this stuff. Actually, let's just put it right out here. Well, let's gonna put it out here. Yeah, we'll just do that. What do I need? A place steel, lubricant, 3 lead. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pick that back up. How many do we need? 3. Okay. And 1 lubricant. Okay. So we got all that just sitting right there because we're gonna have to come up here anyhow and to build that thing. All right, we'll put the rest of this stuff away and then we'll go get some goodies. Can I be called a speedrunner? Oh, in Subnautica? You beat it in 50 hours? Oh. Um, I don't know. I mean, like, the first time I played it, I don't even know how long it took me, to be honest. Because I really took my time with it, because there's so much to see in this game. Obviously, you know it. You beat the game. Um, but I think I beat it in about that same time. Yeah, 45 to 50 hours, I think. And that was, really just like looking at everything because there's so much to look at in this game. And that's what I like about it. It's like it keeps your mind occupied and it keeps you. Hey, I didn't put that enamel glass in there. Um, yeah, it keeps your mind busy, and so it's like my mind. Yeah, yeah. See, that's where we were headed to. And I was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" I'm like, because I was just gabbing with you, and they're like, "Are you really sure you want to do this?" Um, but yeah, so it's like there's so much to see and so much to do. Um, so I don't know. I mean, do you remember like getting actually attacked by the leviathan for the very first time? Yeah, I mean the thing like hold on, we're gonna have to just go do that right now. I think we're gonna save the game. We're gonna go save the game, and then we're gonna get eaten by a leviathan, and then restart. Yeah, man. I mean, especially when it comes up from behind and you're not expecting it, and then the next thing you know, you're in this thing's mouth, and it's just like, what the hell is that? Because you never seen it before, even really. And then the next thing you know, it's like, okay, let me get some food in me. Let's get some food in me. We'll save the game right outside of um, the Aurora, and then we'll go get eaten. Rawr. Yeah, exactly. Because, everybody wants to get eaten by a leviathan at least once in their life. So I'm gonna have to like put um put a disclosure on here that it's a spoiler alert. But I mean, it's like those stupid like memes and stuff where you got to be like focusing in on it, and then the next thing you know, something jumps out at you. That's what it's gonna be like. Yeah, well, you can kill all the leviathans. You really can, but you know, it's tough. Um, but you need your whatever that thing's called. That thing, the sea glide. You need your sea glide. Yeah. Yep. And well, that's like their spot. You can't like hit their tail and kill them. Okay, so let's go get eaten. We don't need to repair because we're gonna lose our ship anyhow, probably. Let's go get eaten by a leviathan. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe I will repair it just because it may not kill me. But like where we're going, for all those that haven't beat the game, like over here is um where you get most of your parts or a lot of your parts for the Cyclops. Um, yeah. So we're gonna jump out. We're gonna repair this thing, and then we're gonna go get eaten by a leviathan. Escape, save. Okay. All right. So like the back of the ship, is where we're going, and it's pretty deep down here and everything. And so like there's a lot of well, we're gonna need that anyhow. Maybe if we survive, then I mean, right there he is. Okay, but if you're not aware of your surroundings, okay, so like there's a Cyclops part, but there's a lot of goodies over here that you need um, to like get the Cyclops. Um, and so if you're just like lollygagging around and you're jumping in and out, see, it attacks us. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I hit myself. Okay, so yeah, I was reading about that, and that would make this game so freaking cool. Is having your buddy like come play with you, play with you, come help you with the game. So like all these parts right here, you can hear it, man. It's so scary. This thing wants to eat you. Oh, look at him. That was like Close Encounters of the like fucking crazy ass kind. We must have just moved out of its bite range or something last minute. We juked the leviathan. I know, bro. It's like Jesus Christ. This thing's gonna eat me. I can't believe it didn't like really get us that time though, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe he's like in a good mood today. I know. But there's so much stuff here, you know, and it's like you're not even like you can hear it in the background. We don't need any of this stuff, you know, because you know we have it. But you know, it's all here, virtually. Where'd my ship go? Oh, hello. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We just like locked up for a moment. Yeah, it's you know, and they're on both sides of this thing. And so like when you're doing the when you're actually like fixing the Aurora, there's one over there on that side too. Where'd he go? And there he is. I guess we're just gonna have to go meet him because he's in like super good mood. Maybe he just okay. Whoa, there's two of them. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, get off me, dude. Oh, I didn't see that there was two of them. You see that? That's why they were happy. They're like, there's a boy and a girl one over there. They're like, oh, we're just love. We're in love. We don't care about you. Yeah, well, we survived. We're at 40 health. Oh, shit! Oh, okay, we're not gonna survive now. Oh, let me live. Nope. He ate our shit. Look at our prolo ship. He followed us. He's like, bro, I'm watching your stream. You're picking on me because I'm in love. Yeah, yeah. He was like, oh, you wanted a surprise attack. I forgot about that. Yeah, I wish I could like rewind that. Because I was like, hold on, I'm hearing something. Turn around, there he is. So, well, what do we need to make another one? Maybe we won't rewind. Maybe we'll just build another one. Oh, but it had all my mods in it and everything. Uh, yeah, I think we're gonna rewind it. I would hate to lose all that stuff and just. I mean, it's like an extra hour of farming or something to get it. So we're gonna quit. I think that is the best thing. Yeah, that's a great thing about this thing. Oh, so what I was telling you is, you know, I was a runner, and stuff, and so I didn't have a lot of issues with like lung stuff. But what happened was my third surgery was I had my toes cut off on my right foot. I know I did. Um, but I had my toes cut off on my right foot because of cigarettes. Um, and you know, like August August 7th of 2018, they said, Roy, quit smoking or we're going to cut your leg off at the knee. Because my toes were dying. They started turning black and stuff. So we still need that quartz. Yeah, and I mean, I've made so many jokes about it, and like I'm lactose intolerant now and stuff, and yeah, this little piggy went we all the way to the trash can, just I mean, all kinds of stuff. But they did. They told me. They said, if you, it's called Burger's disease, is what I ended up with, is because I smoked so much, and I was a drinker. I was never an alcoholic, but I was a heavy duty drinker because I was in the Marine Corps, and that's what we do. And so I was very good at drinking, and I could outdrink everybody, and so when I drank, I would smoke a lot. And I would smoke like 4 packs of cigarettes a day while I was drinking, because some days, me, like, especially after the Marine Corps, me and my brother-in-law, we drank, when we got on drinking kicks, we would drink all day. We'd drink a half gallon in a day, and just whatever. And still staying still, and not be all screwed up in the brains, but we could drink a lot. Yeah, so all you little kiddies, if you think smoking is cool, yeah, go look at my Discord in the general chat, scroll up, and you'll see what happens to little piggies after years of smoking, because I had mine cut off. So, I could like drink so much. I never got drunk really, like my cousin, he's like, Roy, I've never seen you, because my name's Roy. He's like, Roy, I've never seen you drunk before. He's like, could you get drunk for me tonight? And I was like, sure, bro. And so I just started like hammering them. And then he asked me to go meet his dad because he was meeting his dad for the very first time. And I'm hammered. Yeah, well, it was like, I used to drink 151 rum mixed with 101 wild turkey. That was my drink because it was just flavorful, And so 151 rum mixed with 101 wild turkey will kick your ass. But like, I learned like drinking games in the Marine Corps. And one of them was called Asshole. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not, but in the game Asshole, you have a hierarchy. And so it's like president, vice president, all the way down. Until you get to asshole and vice asshole, and whoever is above you in rank can tell you what to do. And so it's like, if, they'll tell you like if they have to take a drink because it's a drinking game, then they would make everybody below them take a drink or something like that, and like we did this thing called waterfall, and it's like, so the president would start, and the president couldn't stop drinking until the president stopped drinking, and then the guy that was Congress or whatever couldn't stop drinking until the vice president stopped drinking, and it went all the way down until asshole was the last one to stop drinking. But I used to play asshole and be asshole drinking 151. Yeah. But that's how much I could drink. I was a drinking fool. Yeah, and Like, I've got plaques, got a plaque, not plaques. I have a plaque that says to the captain of the drinking team, you know, when I was getting ready to go to Japan, um, from El Toro, they got me a plaque, you know, to the captain of the drinking team, you know, good luck and blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. You know, like, okay, so, like, all my buddies had alcohol related incidents in the Marine Corps. But like I said, I did everything I could in the Marine Corps. You know, I did the 21 gun salute. I did the burial detail stuff. Um, you know, so I was on TV like numerous times. Yeah, dude, I'm not kidding you. I've lived a life. You know, my brother-in-law, when I first met him 25 years ago, he's like, "You're so full of shit. Nobody could live, you know, and tell this many stories." And and then he lived with me, he lived a life with me, because we became like best friends and stuff. And so we were always like drinking and hanging out, and he's like, "Roy, the way I used to look at you was like, yeah, whatever, you're a fucking liar." He's like, "But people look at me like that now because I've spent so much time with you, and I've got a million stories like you've got." And he's like, "I understand." He's like, "Because I lived it with you, you know? And he's like, people are looking at me like, yeah, whatever, dude. You can't do that many stories in one life." But you can, bro. And that's what life is all about. You know, um, Vincent Van Gogh was like, to know life, you must love many things, and so I took that to heart. And so I lived my life, like there was no tomorrow. And so that's what I did. I was like, I built a life around, knocking out my my bucket list. And that's what I was saying. I was like, I went out, I was a prodigal son. I went out and I did my thing, and it's like now I'm back. Um, I was telling my dudes, we were playing Rust, and I was telling my dudes, I'm like, yeah, this just happened like yesterday or the day before. I'm like, I had this dream that I was a mafia boss, and like everybody bent to my will and everything and so on and so forth and blah blah whatever. And they're like, "Well, that's a pretty cool dream." I'm like, "No, it's a nightmare." I was like, because I lived that life. I did that in like real life. I was a somebody. Because I've been in martial arts my whole life, so I'm a pretty tough guy. You know, and I was a bouncer and stuff. I used to beat people up like three or four people at a time. And we fucking Bruce Lee and all over their ass, bro. And and just tearing people up, and like everybody knew me because of that. They're like, you know, when people would start doing stuff when I was bouncing, I would just have to walk up to them most of the time, be like, "Look, why are you gonna shit in my house?" And I'm telling my dudes this. And this is one of my last couple of streams. Um, and I'm like, but I lived that life, and so when I had this dream about being, a superstar, it hurt my heart because I really was that guy, and so it made me realize, what I have become because I've settled down so much, and because of surgeries, I've been laid up and just everything, and so, I'm like telling them all these, yeah, yeah, bro, because of a cool dream, you know, and and I'm like, I used to do all this stuff, And now I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to play Rust, you know, to play video games when I used to do so much more. And I hope I'm not offending you by, this deep shit, but I mean, you know, it's sometimes you just got to take the good with the bad. Bro, I mean, it's like, okay, so you know, I can tell you a gazillion stories. I mean, truly. Um, and but I normally don't open up because it's too much like bragging and everything, and I don't want to be a brag. Um, because I can talk about myself for hours. I mean, I really can because I've done so much. And so we got to go out to a little bit deeper water so that I can build this thing. But like a lot of my stories, I've only told like really close people. Um, I only told like really, really close people, because I didn't want to be, that guy, that braggart fucking guy, and because like I said, when you get me talking about myself, I can fucking do it a lot. um, but oh come on, how much damn deeper do you need? I mean, we're like, okay, but that's why I ended up jumping on the in this thing because we may have to go to the ends of the earth. Um, but like, so I would only tell like, my super close friends and stuff until I ended up doing this like streaming stuff, and then it's like, I start talking about junk because I'm talking to myself most of the time, and so instead of having like dead silence, I got a gazillion stories I can tell, you know. And there it is. We're building it. Woo!
Right, yes. And I do see, I looked up moss rubber.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty. Look at that big bastard.
When I look at the PO, it's built to
Is your 14?
moss rubber.
Gotcha.
Industries. And
Yeah, I'm like
2 cents in the customer.
I'm 48. So I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it's like I came out when oh, I think I did.
That must have been a ship to.
I came out. I mean, I was alive when the first video games came out. So, okay. So yeah, it's like video games was the babysitter.
That's how Byron ended up with an 820.
And so I started playing like oh, I didn't want to do that. What the hell's the lights? It's cameras. Okay. Yeah, so like I played video games my whole life, and it's like that's the relaxing thing for me is to play video games, and it's what gets me out of like my head and out of you know stressful days in life, uh, because we're all gonna have stressful days, and we all need a release. In video games is my thing. Yeah, that's my release. That's my my buddy just got on. My buddy Peyton. He's like the guy that I teamed up with in one of my Rust scenarios. So he's probably gonna start sending me messages and stuff. How long have I been streaming this?
Yeah, like in a bar.
1 hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to upload this to YouTube and stuff. So I think I'm gonna call this done. I'm gonna call this part 6, which is probably good timing. We got our Cyclops, we got it built. We can go in and like adjust our colors and stuff, and we'll do that. We'll get it like super cool. On the next stream. Nobody wants. So I lost my 2 little piggies. So on my right foot, it's the itty bitty little piggy and this piggy. But like I said, I mean, if you guys, it's gross. But if you guys really want to see it, if I don't respond to you, I have you in the background. Like if you really want to see it, just go to my general in my Discord and scroll up. Maybe I'll pin them. But I mean, it's pretty disgusting what my toes look like. They turn black. They look like burnt marshmallows. But so yeah, I'm an eight-toed sloth right now. So what are we gonna do here? Let's make it yellow. We'll make the stripe black. Stripe. Yeah, have your buddy join my you know, my Discord and my YouTube and Twitch channels if you would. You know, I'm actually, you know, trying to build this thing. And put a good effort into it. And so let's go out and take a look at this thing. See what it looks like.
Yeah, this one's actually say Paul in the header.
Whoa. Didn't mean to do that. I definitely didn't mean to do that. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Okay, so there's our big damn ship. Yeah, so my 4th surgery, just to end that conversation that started an hour ago. I had right shoulder surgery just a couple months ago. So left shoulder surgery, spinal meningitis, left shoulder surgery, left foot surgery, had my toes amputated on my right foot, and then right shoulder surgery. But anyhow, that's what it's been like the last few years. That's how stay alive, baby. And we're gonna call it done, and we're gonna save this, and we're gonna say thank you for watching, and you know, I'll have another episode of Subnautica part 7 next week, I imagine. So take care till I see you. I will probably start streaming some Rust with my buddy. But for right now, we are done with the Subnautica. Take care.